What's going on, soul siblings? This is yours truly, the James Cardoza, owner operator creator for Patrick's, aka Ambassador Light. Back at it again, reading from the Daily Stoic and also the Bible. July 17th. Don't abandon others or yourself. As you may move forward along the path of reason, people will stand in your way. They will never be able to keep you from doing what sounds. So don't let them knock out your goodwill for them. Keep a steady watch on both fronts, don't only for well-based judgment and action, but also for gentleness. With those who would obstruct our path or create other difficulties, for getting angry is also a weakness, just as much as abandoning a task or surrendering under panic. For doing either is an equal desertion. The one by shrinking back, and the other by estrangement from family and friends. Marcus Aurelius. As we begin to make progress in our lives, we'll encounter the limitations of the people around us. It's like a diet. When everyone is eating unhealthy, there is kind of a natural alignment. But if one person starts eating healthy, suddenly there are opposing agendas. Now there's an argument about where to go for dinner. Just as you must not abandon your new path simply because other people may have a problem with it, you must not abandon those other folks either. Don't simply write them off or leave them in the dust. Don't get mad or fight with them. After all, they're at the same place you were not long ago. Matthew 14, through 36. And when Jesus went out, he saw a great multitude, and he was moved with compassion for them, and healed their sick. When it was the evening, his disciples came to him, saying, "This is a deserted place, and the hour is already late. Send the multitudes away, that they may go into the village and buy themselves food." But Jesus said to them, "They do not need to go away. You give them something to eat." And they said to him, "You have here only 5 loaves and 2 fish." He said, "Bring them here to me." Then he commanded the multitudes to sit down on the grass, and he took the 5 loaves and the 2 fish, and looking up to heaven, he blessed and broke and gave the loaves to the disciples, and the disciples gave to the multitudes. So they all ate and were filled, and they took up 12 baskets full of the fragments that remained. Now those who had eaten were about 5,000 men, besides women and children. Immediately Jesus made his disciples get into the boat and go before him to the other side, while he sent the multitudes away. And when he had sent the multitudes away, he went up to the mountain by himself to pray. Now when evening came, he was alone there. But the boat was now in the middle of the sea, tossed by the waves with the wind and contrary. Now in the 4th watch of the night, Jesus went to them, walking on the sea. And when the disciples saw him walking on the sea, they were troubled, saying, "Is it a ghost?" And they cried out for fear. But immediately Jesus spoke to them, saying, "Be of good cheer. It is I, do not be afraid." And Peter answered him and said, "Lord, if it is you, command me to come to you on the water." So he said, "Come." And when Peter had come down out of the boat, he walked on the water to go to Jesus. But when he saw that the wind was boisterous, he was afraid, and beginning to sink, he cried out, saying, "Lord, save me." And immediately Jesus stretched out his hand and caught him and said to him, "O you of little faith, why did you doubt me?" Or why did you doubt? And when they got to the boat, the wind ceased. Then those who were in the boat came and worshipped him, saying, "Truly you are the Son of God." When they had crossed over, they came to the land of Gennesaret. And when the men of the place recognized him, they set out in all that surrounding region, brought to him all who were sick, and begged him that they might only touch the hem of his garment. And as many as touched it were made perfectly well. So I wish I could explain to you what I read. I know in Stoicism, the book that I read, talking about when you're making a better change for yourself, don't necessarily feel bad for those, or don't kick out those who are still where they were, or where you were. But at the same time, don't let those hold you back. In the Bible, as we read today, 6:13 through 36, let's see what we got. Let's see if we can't find a little bit of clarification. Now, guys, this is all about trying to pursue a new path, right? Trying to become someone better, closer relationship with Jesus, build on my physical, mental, spiritual. See what I can't become by committing to something for an entire year. Highly recommend you do the same thing. So 6:13 to 36. 6:34. Planning for tomorrow is time well spent. Worrying about tomorrow is time wasted. Sometimes it is difficult to tell the difference. Careful planning is thinking ahead about goals, steps, and schedules, and trusting in God's guidance. When done well, planning can help alleviate worry. Worries, by contrast, are consumed by fear and find it difficult to trust God. They let their plans interfere with their relationship with God. Don't let worries about tomorrow affect your relationship with God today. Amen. So I highly recommend you get into the Bible, do a little praying, build that spirit, make something happen. Let's do something. That being said, my friends, as always, take care. God bless. Remember who loves you.